happy day 19. So the cold is still there, but the flu fog is definitely lifting, and yeah, me and Mr. Sparkles are feeling better and better day by day. Thank you for all of the lovely love. Yeah, it was so lovely. I'm in an ahhing about whether I should put a video out yesterday. It was definitely not up to my usual standards, and everything again is still going to be quite slow today, but yeah, it was just so lovely to get all of the love. Yeah, so thank you very much. If you are new here, my name's Sam and this is my sewing channel, So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and this is Vlogmas day 19. Whew. And thank you, by the way, for all the love of my little reindeers. You hear them? Yeah, he's on his way, My little fabric reindeers. I actually won them in a competition, and I love them. They go up every year and they do make my heart happy. So yeah, so it's day 19. We had quite a slow, in fact, the name of the game, I think, for recovering, Alexa, stop. That was my timer. Sorry if I've made everything in your room stop now. To apologise. So where was I coming from? Yeah, everything is going to be slow. I think the aim of recovering from this flu bug or whatever it is, the lurgy, is to just go slow. So me and Simon, we got up quite slowly this morning. We've been doing little bits and pieces and we've been resting in between. My dad popped over this morning, but it was very much a flying visit and from a distance, because I don't want to make him ill. You know, this is the thing, like, I've missed seeing my mum this year. I've only just seen my dad this year, and it's that kind of toss-up. Like, I love seeing my mum and I love seeing my dad, but I want to see them year and year and year on year. You know, I don't want to make them ill and really super poorly. So yeah, I've decided that yeah, it's going to be quick visits, and then I'll get to see them after Christmas, and that will be fine. I did get a bit teary over not seeing my mum. My mum's gone back to Spain, and I did get a bit upset because we had lots of things planned and I don't get to see her very often. You know, she lives a long way away. But again, I will get to see her again. So yeah, I can't talk too much about that because I'll just get upset. So I am doing a little bit of prep for tonight for my social sparkle. In our house, we do something called table presents and tree presents. I don't know whether that's a tradition that you do, but that's what we do in our house. Before I sewed, table presents were always a wrapped gift, and tree presents were always something you hung on the tree. And since I've been sewing, I make little bags to put them in. So the tree presents come in little bags like this, and then they've got these little hooks on, and then they hook nicely on the tree. And then the table presents come in a bag like this. And then, yeah. And so basically the present is just a small gift that fits into the bag. And the table presents and the tree presents are for people that are either going to come and visit over Christmas or are going to be sitting at the table. Do you get the idea? Yeah. So I've got a few more of those. Now, when I didn't sew, like, I didn't have to make the bags, but I used to just reuse bags and things. But now I've been sewing. Last year, I made bags for everybody for table presents and for tree presents, and they took them home with them. So I've had to make new ones. So that seems to be an annual job I've given myself. But hey ho, they're fairly quick and simple to make. I'm just going to have a little bit of my honey and lemon. This is the lovely Catherine from Soverton Makery's recipe. She said it's quite sharp. Oh, it is quite sharp. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah. Funny how you can tell if you're ill. I've gone off tea a little bit. I know, I've been proper poorly. So the honey and lemon is definitely helping. So basically, I use whatever kind of spare canvas that I've got. I use a 12.5 inch by 6.5 inch rectangle. The handles are 12 inches, so basically I just slice down the sides. and they're 1/2 inch wide, so they're 2 inches to begin with, and then I just sew them in. Just make little bags. I use French seams for the sides, so they're nice and tidy inside, and I free motion on the front. So this one's got some holly leaves, and then it's got my friend Louise, because she will be at our table. So yeah, there you go. Simple as. So I've done a little prep for tonight. I'm going to be making the ones that I haven't made. I've nearly done everybody's. There's just a couple that I haven't done. I haven't done one for myself, and normally I just don't get one for myself, but I've decided that this year I want to make one for myself. I'm going to fit it myself as well, but you know, hey ho, that would be good. So I've got those to do, and then I've got 2 other sewing jobs that I'd really like to get finished. So I'm just going to go nice and slow today. I'm going to do as much as I can do, and that's all I can do. But first, I'm going to open number 19 of Andrea's lovely Beyond the Pink Door calendar. I did actually manage to give Andrea a ring yesterday and wish her happy Christmas, and it was very nice. And yeah, I was chatting to her about a kit that I ordered. So I ordered the Hilltop tote kit, and I was going to do that yesterday, but the brain fog is so real. I just couldn't. In the end, I had everything out, but my brain just wasn't computing everything, and there's lots of things to cut out and lots of interfacing, and it just wasn't something I would do. So today I'm going to do some different sewing, but I'm going to open number 19. It's a tiny, weeny one. All of the other ones have been quite large. This is teeny and weeny. Ah. It is gorgeous. It's a little Sarah Hart's key fob, and it says, "Good things take time," and it's in this gorgeous green. I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah. And actually, I've got separate keys now for the studio, so I might put that on as my separate studio keys. Good things take time. It seems appropriate. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for that. So that's very nice. So what am I going to be sewing today? Oh, I'm going to have to just pause a minute, because me and Simon have decided that because I've got my social sparkle this evening, we've decided to have our main meal of the day at kind of well, I say midday, I don't mean 12 o'clock, I mean like lunchtime for us, which is about 2 o'clock-ish. So we're going to have our main meal about 2 o'clock. So I've prepared one of the gusto meals that you can prepare ahead. So I've prepared this gorgeous, it's called Comforting Cottage Pie. And it is, you know, it's just like a mince meat, vegetable based pie with mashed potato on the top. And I had some curly kale in the fridge because I love curly kale. So I've prepared it all. It's got everything's ready, and it just needs to go in the oven when we're ready to eat it a bit later. But the smell is just everywhere in my house, and it's making me really hungry. But it is absolutely, it's smelling gorgeous. So yeah, so we're going to eat kind of mid-lunchtime, and then that means that we don't have to rush for social sparkle. Normally I have something to eat and then I kind of rush around getting ready and then go on for my social sparkle, but I just won't need to do that because I can just have a snack before I start, or I might even have a snack with me, who knows. So yeah, so the 2 sewing projects, that one I have to get finished, one I'd quite like to get finished. So the one I'd quite like to get finished is my trousers to wear Christmas Day. I mean, obviously I'd love to have a pair of trousers to wear Christmas Day, but I do have other trousers, so you know, it's not the end of the world. I was going to make the Blake trousers by Atelier Jupe, and I still really want to make those. I'd still really want to make those, but I've gone for the Rose trousers simply because I have a sew along for these by the lovely Liz at Flying Bobbins, and I find that her tutorials so comforting, so reassuring, and I just need a bit of hand holding at the moment. I just need someone to say, it's okay, Sam, You just go as slow as you need to go. And I know that it works as well. So it's just going to be something nice and simple. So I'm going to do the rose trousers made by ray.com. And I'm going to be using this gorgeous green bamboo fabric from Beyond the Pink Door. This is Andrew's lovely fabric, and it's got this gorgeous drape to it, so I think it's going to look absolutely fantastic in these trousers. So the one thing that I want to do today is cut these out. I don't want to sew them today. I'm going to have some time on Monday and Tuesday next week. I just want to get them cut out. So if I get them cut out today, great. If I don't, that's okay. The other thing that I need to do is I do need to get finished. So if you are my friend, look away now. So if your name is Louise and you're coming to our house for a Christmas dinner on Sunday, just turn off, don't watch. So I am making my friend a Christmas jumper for Christmas because they are coming to us on Sunday for a Christmas dinner. And the pattern that I'm using is the assembly line, and the fabric that I'm using is this plain black ribbing, and then this gorgeous fabric here and it's a Mind the Maker fabric, and I'm pretty sure this is one that I got from Tamlin's D-Stash quite a long time ago. I originally was going to make a shirt for my friend out of this, but I decided that I do have her measurements, and because of the measurements, I think I'm going to get a better fit for the assembly line top. And I think this was day 15 of my label. This came in it, babe. And I'm going to pop that on the ribbing, and I think that'll be great. So again, what I really want to get done, I am going to have some time for sewing tomorrow, but what I'd really like to get done is get that cut out. So if I can get the assembly line top cut out and the trousers cut out, even if I don't get anything else done today, I'll be happy with that. Oh, and my social sparkle, obviously, this evening. So yeah, so what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to go and have a little sit down, maybe have another honey and lemon, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, that's the high cuff all cut out, and if I'm honest, I'm a bit tired. So strange, isn't it? Like, cutting out a top would not make me tired. I mean, like, you know, I can normally go, I'm not a little Duracell bunny, but today I'm tired, so I'm listening to my body. I've cut the high cuff top out. I'm going to save the rose trousers until after lunch, and I'm going to go and have another little rest. So I've just come back downstairs and I've popped my heater on, so if you can hear that humming, it's the heater. It's gone a little bit chilly down here, and I have no way of controlling my body temperature at the moment, so I've popped that on, and I've just popped my pattern pieces out to cut out the rose trousers, so I'm going to do that. Simon is upstairs. We have prepared all of the cottage pie together, but he's just put it in the oven. So I said, how long does it take? He said, 15-20 minutes. I said, that's probably enough time for me to cut out my rose trousers. So I'm racing, well, you know, in the way that my body will let me. I'm going to cut out the rose trousers, and then I'm going to go and have my lunch. So that's the rose trousers cut out. So I'm done really well. I mean, on my normal standards, not very well at all, but actually I feel like I have made a good achievement. So I'm going to go and have that like later lunch now, our evening meal, but in the middle of the day. Yeah, and then I'll just see how I get on. I might have a little nap on the sofa, and then I do want to have a little tidy around before tonight. So see you in a bit. Oh, it's gone very dark and you've caught me in my upstairs sewing room today. So I am going to go back downstairs in the studio to do my social sparkle from there. But I've spent some of the afternoon up here because I am just cutting out a few little things for gifts, but I'm not going to share these with you because these are actually a new pattern of mine that I am working on at the moment. So I want to keep that a little bit down low, secret squirrel, for the time being. But I thought it's actually quite a good way of making samples for them to do them for Christmas. But if you do come onto my social sparkle tonight, you never know, you might get a little sneaky peek. But that will have happened by the time you see this. So yeah. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm very out of breath. I've been up and down the stairs twice, and that's enough to make me very out of breath. So I'm going to finish what I'm doing up here, and then I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to have a little tidy up and set up for Social Sparkle. So I'm going to sign off. That'll give me enough time then to kind of upload the video and have it in chance for you to see it while it's kind of still today, or maybe tomorrow, who knows. Thank you very much for watching. Keep sparkling. Don't forget to sparkle, lovely ones. See you really soon. In fact, might see you tomorrow. Bye for now.